they're just starting to ramp things towards that final release date, because we're getting it mentioned in the patch notes, which is kind of crazy.
And speaking of ramping towards things, it looks like we're ramping towards our first game of our first set here at Warehouse War 4. We got Quigg taking on Young Matt. Now, unfortunately, Rivals 2, not like the absolute biggest here at Warehouse War 4. We don't have a ton of like the crossover between the top Rivals 1 players. I think like our top seed is SkyJ, which is still very, very, very good.
And Switch as well, I believe, is also here as well.
Leo's also in this bracket as well, MK Leo. But we're going to be starting off here with a little bit of Clairen versus Maypul. And Clairen is a character that I'm excited to see a lot more of as this game. Maypul, I'm ready to stop seeing. I'm a good on this character.
Yeah, this character has been absolutely absurd. Both characters definitely receiving some love in the patch notes. I know Clairen especially received the specials, but right now it's just been the Maypul show. However, Clairen getting a chance, trying to push you to the corner, not able to do so. And we're seeing a lot more neutral than I'm used to seeing in Rivals 2.
Yeah, these guys are like actually for a round 1 pools match especially pretty evenly matched. Now we did see that first stock go away from Quigg. Basically in the blink of an eye, just got caught lacking by the ledge, couldn't quite make it back up, and here we go, it's Maypul time. Good luck getting down.
Yeah, those up airs just absolutely absurd. That down air as well, being able to pressure you from the ground, cover your space, and let you find ways out of disadvantage to then continue those juggle strings when they go up to get you is just actually insane. And again, there's no getting away, especially with the tether last. It's just, as you said, it's the Maypul show from start to close.
Yeah, she's just so incredibly good at sharking underneath you as you try and make your way back down to the stage. Just a little bit left on this stock. Gonna try and blast through the vines, but gets caught in the lag afterwards and sent straight to the blast zone. We are cooking up a 3 stock for our first game here.
I like the idea, right? Normally, you used to say, hey, well, I can cut through this just like a machete through the jungle, but instead, right, it puts you in a hit lag extension, and then you get punished for, trying to take that over aggressive option, trying to find a way back now, getting punished for the same thing again. You gotta sweet spot those recoveries, right? Yep. Swinging past ledge and Rivals can be a death sentence.
Yeah, we've been already talking a lot about like equivalencies to other games, and I think it's a great way to help people learn a new game like Rivals 2. And I think the best way to think about Maypul, especially when she's setting up those vines, is almost as like an Olimar-esque. She's putting those out so that you swing into them, and more often than not, you're better at using your movement options to just avoid them completely. Now, Young Matt just absolutely dancing aroand underneath the ledge, hanging on that wall, not going to come back up until he's ready.
Yeah, finds a knockdown, tried to find the extension though, the delay on the tech option though to get out of dodge, and now Young Matt having a chance potentially to take a stock, get on the board, going to do so, and I really like the way you talked about that plant being like a Pikmin. It's almost like if a Pikmin and Pac-Man's hydrant had an unholy child.
Unholy is saying the least about it. Quigg doing his darndest. Try and get back into this, but not too much longer lived, especially if you get caught with the double dare off stage. You're going to be going down with the quickness, and that's going to be Young Matt taking game number 1, the Maypul. I already said I'm tired of seeing it, but we're going to be seeing a lot of it even this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, however, that double dunk does look like it was enough to ship that Clairen off, right? Pack it in the box here at Warehouse War and send it on back to get that return. Opting now for the Zetterburn. It looks like Young Matt is going to be trying something new, or Quigg is going to be trying something new. I think we may have had that.
I was just going based off of the scoreboard of who's playing what. But regardless, we'll probably find out when the score updates. It says 1-0 for somebody.
Yeah, the Zetterburn, another character, right, who's kind of got some changes to make him more committal this beta, right? They said, hey, he's really good at just throwing out buttons on stage. We'd like to tune that down. We don't want him to actually just be oppressive on the ground where everything gets started. Especially with, that kind of Fox-like combo potential he has. Right now, though, it's just been all about the Maypul show again, right? Down airs, up airs, covering space, and still no getting away regardless of who you play.
Yeah, I've definitely heard tell that, especially in this patch, Zetterburn's still very, very strong, especially when he's popping those big hit boxes like that. His projectile game's pretty great too, but can't do too much when you get trapped like that. You just get popped up and out, can't get out.
The plant, once again, that vine, right, reaching out and pulling you back from disadvantage, even still not quite able to get away yet. Maypul finds a reset off of hit fall pair, but still just, again, right? We've seen a lot of these hits, but some of these global changes and some of the nerfs, you see players just still aren't quite familiar with their routes this first day of the new beta.
Ooh, looks for the up tilt underneath the platform there. Trying to get in, but Maypul is just very, very patient off in the corner, knows that it's going to be very difficult for Zetterburn to get in past defensive options, even with like a tomahawk grab. It's not going to work out too well for you.
Just charging, just
Juggle
the
time.
active multi-hit, so hard to get away from, as you mentioned last, but all it takes is one miss spacing, just like any plat fighter, to see that stock go away. Great F-smash read from Zetterburn to take that stock.
Looking to continue to chase across these platforms, especially after the Zetterburn managed to get that stock off of a big hit. Pops
I love
up.
the down
That's
tilt
going to be it.
platform.
Oh!
No, finds a way out. Just unfortunately didn't commit quite soon enough. And that's going to just be a huge reversal situation. Still having the tether online, though, and at 21-9, right? You're not in danger of dying. This is going to be used most likely for a chase or to keep you in that lag, but not able to find the second up smash. Again, last, this was just a dropped opportunity.
But not going to drop this opportunity. The angle that dare sends at is so nasty.
Disgusting.
Actually, I do want to take a quick second. I don't like to harp on chat usually, but I did see somebody in chat asking if there's a Falco in this game. And my biggest piece of advice, if you like legitimately want to pick up rivals, don't look for your main from another game, because they don't really exist. Every character's got a little bit of everyone, I think, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So just like play around with the cast, see who you click with, and see who you find fun.
Yeah, all these characters have very unique archetypes. They've all got their own superpowers in their own way, but they come together very cohesively to make each character in this game feel unique. And right now we're seeing that kind of put to its fullest, right? These juggles, these disjoints, the semi-dares, the short you can hit boxes, and some disjoints. In other fighting games, right, characters like Maypul don't exist. But in Rivals, whether Last likes it or not, they're here to stay.
Yep. And that is going to be Maypul, who I believe was young Matt, still taking it 2-0. Going to be moving on in the bracket. We are in best of 3 territory. And just an overall great showing. It started to get a lot closer towards the end there. It was a little bit scary just
Agreed.
because of the potential that Zetterburn has to evaporate you when he feels like it. But going to be able to close it out. Made really good use of the Vine Trap into any strong attack, really, and then got the dub.
And Zetterburn, too, I just want to say, like, we saw those forward strongs come out to trap some landings, start to call out some of the over-aggressive movement that Maypul will have, right, because she has that up air as her main combo tool. She's going to be jumping a lot. She has that dare to cover you on the ground as well, but she'll probably try to land near it because it creates this safe bubble. We saw Zetterburn start to use that ground speed, use the projectile to condition that, and then find these reads and find a couple kills for it.
And I'm just laughing to myself because I took a glance over at the side stream, and it's also Maypul versus Zetterburn.
That's hilarious.